Hello guys, and welcome to episode 29 of my Total War Warhammer playthrough, playing as the Greenskins on very hard difficulty. And today it's time to finish off the vampire counts once and for all, and also replenish Morgus's and Wurzag's armies. So in the last episode we raised Castle Drakenhof. Some of you might be asking why I didn't sack it and then raise it, but the truth is we don't need the cash, and also I don't want to fight another half replenished garrison again if we did sack it and then have to attack it again. But we are going to be spawning 2 Wars after that fight. Wurzag's going to be hitting his War, and we've also got Morgulus hitting his War. So I was thinking maybe we just send the Wars to finish off the vampire counts, and then we can move the armies to the west to fight Tilia. So Morgulus is replenishing this turn. What we're going to do is move him 50% though, and then put him back into in camp. He has leveled up, so we will put that point into Savages and Wurzag. Wurzag can actually go into underway stance just to avoid the attrition this turn. So Largug is on his way over. Let's have a good look at where the enemy armies are. We got one right by us here, Leonardo Cachaza, right by Azag and Sneak. We can't hit them because they're just out of range, but the second army is in Grenstad, and that has a very good chance of hitting Migdal Vongul Barak next turn, which is kind of annoying. We can't get in range to stop that or like block the army or anything, so yeah, that's kind of annoying. Krugger can hit Akendorf again. Actually, no, he can't. He can't do anything. I probably should have just left him in camp stance. I completely forgot that in the last episode we did that in this turn. Oh well, we'll just move on to next turn after we've set up the commandment in the Northern World's End Mountains, which will be to get the Camp Ruckus. What I'm probably going to do as well, actually, is spend some of this cash, because we do have 30,000. And yeah, we can build a building in Black Crag, for example. We're just going to get the Shaman's Hut, so we can recruit more Shamans. Then in the Desolation of Nagash, what do we want to build here? Maybe a Wolf Den, maybe a Boar Sty, something like that. Maybe even just the Squid Cages. Yeah, we'll get the Squid Cages. In the Eastern Badlands. Yeah, not really much we want to build. Alec Cadrin can upgrade, that's something we can do. In the Southern Badlands we can upgrade Galbaraz, and we can also upgrade the heap of shiny stuff. We can upgrade Karazakarak to max level. And in the Western Badlands, nothing else left to build. Okay, so that's used up all of our cash. Brilliant. Let's move on to the next turn. We'll let the Wars spawn, and then we can send them towards Essen to finish off the vampire counts.
I ain't talking to no bloodsucker with his...
They're going to offer me a peace treaty, but we are going to decline that. And hopefully the Wars will do the job. I might have to send an army towards them just in case. Migdal Vongul Barak is under attack by Tilia, like I had assumed would happen. Let's quick save this and we'll fight it on the battle map. So I don't expect us to win, but here we are. Hopefully I can destroy these mortars. That is the plan. Just need to get into a position where we can get around behind them. I honestly maybe think that that won't happen. We're going to start as far forwards as we can and have a unit of goblins on the very far left. Maybe they'll ignore them. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. To start the battle, we'll run on forwards. We'll have these guys travel round on the left side. So we'll charge into the swordsman, charge into the great swords on the right, and we'll have the goblins target the halberdiers. We'll have the goblin archers fire at their handgunners, and we'll have these goblins move through the forest on the left side. The handgunner's already firing. I think what we're going to do, maybe we can get one unit of the goblin archers to fire at the crossbowmen instead. Actually, those handgunners take a lot of damage from bowmen, don't they? So we'll take advantage of that. Try and demolish that unit. Can we get onto these mortars though? I'm not entirely sure that we can. Handgunners might get killed though. As long as the front line holds, we can do a lot of damage to those handgunners. Maybe even kill off the unit entirely. We can also focus on the mortars. Maybe we can kill off one of the mortar units. I'm just going to let them catch up to my goblins. We've done a lot of damage to them. There's 5 men left there. I think that 4 men left. Looks like we managed to kill a unit of handgunners, possibly the mortars as well. That is unfortunately it. They've caught up to my archers and a decisive defeat. So yeah, I'm not sure if that actually killed them off, but we definitely did a lot of damage to the mortars and the handgunners there, which is okay considering the circumstances. So they are going to raise that. That's fine by me. Ilya's going to be moving around. We're going to be wanting to shadow their armies, that's for sure. So Migdal Vongol Barak was raised, assault unit success, and a war for Wurzag and Morglus. Grutshod is ready for duty, and the Brayherds have come. We are going to get the shiny helmet for the extra leadership, I think, since we are going to be fighting with the majority of the armies. And that's going to be for 3 turns. So let's now recruit a new army. Grutshod in Black Iron Mine. He can actually recruit giants here. We are going to get a giant or 2, and we're going to get some Black Orcs as well. 6 units of Black Orcs. Going to use up all of our cash for this turn. And this turn round we can attack Akendorf and raise that. Uglug has leveled up. Going to get Power of Dwarf. And we are going to go into Underway. Alrighty. Let's get one of the armies to head over towards Migdal Vongol Barak, maybe. I think we're going to have Azag follow the Tillian army all the way around through the Wood Elves lands, because that army is legit. And then we're going to have Sneak go and attack Fildorf, because it's undefended, so we'll just raise it. Brilliant. Goodbye to Tilia's lands there. Let's see, Grimgor is sorting out the public order at the Northern World's Edge Mountains. Let's have him underway over towards Kalakangor again. And that actually completed this quest as well for the Bloodforged armor. So let's just read the next part of that. The scouts report that a force of Chaos Warriors is approaching High Pass in the Northern World's Edge Mountains. They are clearly returning north from the Dark Lands, where they are known to trade with the wicked Chaos Dwarves for items of power. On the course south, on the course from the south is a second force, this one belonging to the Dwarves and clearly intent on intercepting the first army. With the scent of battle in his nostrils, Grimgor marches over the reporting scout. Heading north. Okay. So this will give us extra armor, melee defense, ward save. Quite nice armor. This is going to be against Chaos Marauders and Chaos Warriors, some Hell Cannons as well. And, well, this should be very interesting. So I guess what we'll do is we will go into Kalakangor, we'll global recruit some units into Grimgor's army, and then we'll attack at that quest battle. That's fine. Okay, so that's how we're going to do it. Azag's busy following Leonardo Catraza. Wurzag, he needs to move into raiding camp. Actually, we can have him move up probably 50% and raiding camp, because we don't want to lose too much, too many men to attrition. We're going to have Slagger and also Spite Beardburner target Essen as their targets, and Morgulus is going to move to the west and continue with his raiding camp. Great. So Krugger is going to have to raid his way through the Tillian lands as well. Balakvar. We're probably just going to get the boss's tent there to sort out our public order. What's Largug doing? Largug needs to take care of maybe an enemy agent. Yeah, let's go and assassinate this chap. 60% chance of success. And that was a failure. Alright, let's end the turn. Our technology is completed in the next turn, which does give us access to Doom Diver Catapults, so we can give a couple of those to our new army, and we can also give one to Grimgor in global recruitment. Okay, so the Goblin Doom Diver available. Ally has mobilized, and a critical failure for assault units, and another failure for assault units. Lovely. Bossy for Krugger, and Sneak. So let's have Grimgor move into normal stance into Kalakangor, and he can recruit himself a Goblin Doom Diver Catapult. Or 2. Yeah, we'll get 2. Why not? We're still recruiting with Grutshod, so he doesn't need to go anywhere. And Azag, we'll move him maybe 50% into enemy territory. See if we can just do it and then raid. There we go, lovely. Kalakangazar, we can start to upgrade that to Greenskin Burrows, where I feel like Leonardo Catraza can hit Kalakangazar in this turn. You can, it's kind of annoying, but again, nothing really much I can do. Let's maybe move over Sneak towards Averheim. We'll put him into 50% again in camp. And then next turn we can attack Averheim straight up. Rugger. And maybe move through to Grenstad, but I think we're going to need 2 armies to hit Matorka. We could also just march towards Kalakangazar to make sure that that doesn't get attacked, so I might do that instead. Yeah, we'll do that. That's a good idea. As for Largug, well, probably going to try and block this army if I can, though I don't have enough cash, so we're just going to go and deploy him for this turn. And for our new technology, what are we going to go for? Either extra range for Goblin Rock Lobbers, extra reload time. We can get extra reload time reduction for Greenskin Bow units, that's quite nice. Extra range as well for Goblin Infantry units. This tree seems really good. What about the other ones? What are they all? These are all to do with chariots and orc units. Extra weapon strength for orc units. That's really nice. What about up here? Spider hatchery. Extra melee attack for spider rider units. Extra leadership. I think we're going to go towards like better bowstrings. the reload time reduction on greenskin bow units. Or actually even, let's just go towards massive choppers. The extra weapon strength on all orc units. I think that's even better than the reload time reduction. And we will end the turn there. Job done. Okay, so the Wa is going to be destroyed. That's kind of what I was scared that would happen. Yeah, they do have a full stack army there. That's really annoying. I wish it would just let you take control of those battles, because then you could definitely make sure that you do a ton of damage. Damage building success, Morga Shadow gave. Another assault unit success, follower gained, and close defeat, and then a valiant defeat. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. That army must be pretty damaged. Where Helmengorst is going to be using Raised Dead. Okay, let's go for encamp again. And I'm going to actually have to bring Morgus up north, aren't I? I'm going to march him all the way up for this turn. We'll have this one target Helmengorst there. Okay, so Grimgor, you're going to go for Foe Seeker now. Sneak and get Night Shroud. And trait gained caster. Skill selections have made this character a highly effective spellcaster. Krugger can possibly start the siege onto Matka. Azog is going to be in range to sort of back that up. So we get Krugger, go over here and start sieging this. We will just encircle it for now. Although we can assault it this turn, can't we? Maybe we just do that. That would be pretty fun. Yeah, let's quick save it and fight this one on the battle map. I was pretty sure that Matka had walls, but it doesn't, so we can just do this straight away. Okay, and since we are waiting for reinforcements, we will just move ourselves over to the right side. Just line up our melee forces here. Just get all of the units over to this right side and start the deployment and start the battle. We don't have any artillery in this army, so they're not going to be forced to come towards us just yet, but I believe Azag does. So it will give us some time to sort out stuff. Let's just speed things up. Okay, look at all of these Black Orcs. Gonna have them all in a separate group. Line them up, ready to charge against the enemy. We're gonna need to get all of the ranged forces into a separate group. Have them line up behind. Okay, then we're gonna want the Arachnarok spiders to move up. We'll have one on each side. Have the Orc Boar Boy Biggins move over to the left side. With the chariots as well. Have the ranged cavalry on the right. Need the Goblin Rock Clubbers to move on forwards as well. Let's just speed it up. I think there's a second one. Yes, there is. Okay, we'll have all of the Nasty Skulkers and Night Goblins move over to the far left. Orc Boys can, and the Goblins can just sit behind. We need to make sure that our leaders are moving up as well. Here comes our huge army. Did they have any mortars? I'm not entirely sure they did. Oh yeah, there's one. There's a mortar. Looks like we're going to be fighting through a forest. Okay, so the centre force, I'll probably reassign groups at some point. Oh, there go the enemy mortars. Are they targeting my Ragnarok spider? That's fine. We'll just move that forwards actually so that it doesn't stay amongst my lines. Yeah, they're not going to hit that very well. That's actually really good. Because, yeah, they're not going to do much damage to the Ragnarok spider with the mortars. And we can just wait until our Goblin rock lobbers are in range. And that will force them to come towards us maybe. Oh, they've changed the targets, okay. Well, that makes more sense. Let's start moving forwards then. Get my archers to move on forwards. I'm going to move these units around the left side. I'm going to put these into group 3 and we'll have all of the chariots in group 4. They can all just be spread out on the left side. Have these spiders move on forwards. Need to make sure that we don't leave our leaders behind. Make sure this extra infantry is coming up as well. Okay. So let's have all of these units engage on the left flank. I'm going to start to spread out these forces and run towards them as well. Try and engage all of these units. Charge on forwards in the centre as well. Get the nasty skulkers and so on to come in on the flanks. We've got all of these units up here that can run on round. Okay. Right, let's get my Azag into the fight as well. Gonna get Krugger in on this. To begin to charge in with my Black Orcs. The units to move around on the right flank. Okay, over here we need to make sure that we're charging down the handgunners. We'll probably just get all the chariots to run through that, and then these two units of what Boarboy Biggins can come into the back of the crossbowmen here. And the crossbowmen there. The right flank has been pretty much surrounded. I'm just running down their ranged forces now. Great stuff. So the archers are busy firing away as well, which I like to see. Make sure we go for the attack onto the mortars there. Have these Black Orcs swing round behind the great swords and kill those for us. Get some goblins in there. So going to go for a brain burster here. Alright, let's go for the Charmed Shield, and we'll go for the Spirit of the Bad Moon. Get these great swords crushed over here. Have the chariots come on over, crush the handgunners for me. Let's smash into the back of the halberdiers here. Have these Boarboy Biggins hit the handgunners there. And yeah, these chariots can attack those ones. Crushing that mortar, let's get rid of the crossbowmen here as well. We're just going to charge them down. I think so far so good. We just need to make them rout, and I think we win the day, don't we? So, enemy lord is wounded. We've run over the great swords on the left flank. Charge into these spearmen to break them again. And we're just going to continue the push. Although it looks like they've just chain routed. So there we go, the army is shattered and a decisive victory. Don't need to hang about for any longer than we need to because it's a siege battle. An assault on a settlement, so the army will just die. And that's one of Tilia's armies dealt with. Relieves the threat on one of our settlements. A decisive victory. We are just going to raise Matka and bold Rugger the nose picker. Okay, so that's got him a lot of fightiness, and Azag might also pop his own Wa soon. That's very cool. So let's move him on towards Zorvak, and we'll move Rugger maybe up towards Grenstad. Not sure. I think we'll go with Azag. He has leveled up, Rugger, so let's give him Wa, the ability which gives him plus 58 melee attack. Make him very deadly. Grimgor's still replenishing his forces while recruiting a couple of Doom Diver catapults. Sneak the Cunning and move into normal stance and maybe attack Averheim. Pretty sure this is an even sort of siege going on here, so we're gonna get the Greenskin siege towers available. 3 turns, and then we'll use 2 of those or 4 of those towers to assault the walls. I think we should be able to win this one. Got plenty of decent forces. It would even have a better chance if they sallied forth, so maybe we should wait until see if that happens. But we'll continue the siege there. On to Averheim. I might even be able to use Largo possibly to assassinate somebody there, but that would require me breaking the siege. Let me just break it a second. We'll have Largo come in here and try and go for an assassination. Actually, we could maybe damage the walls. Okay, that was a failure, unfortunately. So we'll just go back on that. Set up the siege towers. Great. So Grutchod's going to be recruiting a lot of these Black Orcs in the next turn. I guess what we want to do then after that is get some Night Goblin Archer Fanatics. Maybe even some Goblin Squig Hoppers. Don't need the Squig Herd. I think the Squig Herd's pretty useless, honestly. In comparison to what other units I have access to now anyway. I think early game they would be alright, and if you were just playing as like the Goblins, then it'd be fine, but when you have like Black Orcs available, why wouldn't you use them, let's be honest. That siege is ongoing. That's all for now. Let's end the turn. Grutchod has low fightiness, which is fine, and we have damaged buildings in Kalakangor. We can definitely repair that, and we can have the Fine and Shiny Stuff building in Kazid Urkalaz. The Empire now moving towards our lands. Like Helmengorst is raiding his way through our lands as well. Hopefully not towards a settlement that doesn't have walls, because that'd be rather frustrating. But damage building success. Alec Kadrin is being raided. Assault units critical failure, that's nice. Greenskin Wa. And then we're going to get the Get Out of Here for the extra obedience. Right, so is he heading towards like Nashrex's Lair or something? But I'm pretty sure they all have walls. Yeah, they do. I'm not entirely sure. We're going to continue with the 50% in camp. Both of these armies. And we're going to cancel the target of Spiked Beard Burner. Actually, we may as well have him continue on to Helmengorst there. Krugger. I might take him up to defend Kalak and Gazar, because I'm pretty sure that's where Volkmar the Grim is heading. Meanwhile, Azag should be able to hit Zvorak and destroy that easily. We are going to sack it, and then we'll raise it in the next turn. That's nice and easy. I'm actually going to march past that, and we'll attack it again in the next turn. We'll finish off Savages for the extra weapon strength on our Black Orcs. Largug and block this army. Balthazar Gelt. That was a success. We don't want that hitting our army whilst we're sieging. So let's continue with maybe Bodyguard for the minus action success chance for enemy heroes. We'll just use up some of my cash. We go to Blightwater, there's nothing there. Blood River Valley we could do with the boss's shack maybe. We can upgrade to the Shaman's Hovel at Black Crag. Don't know if that's worth doing just yet. Definitely need to upgrade Kalakangor. At Rib Peaks we will upgrade Mount Gumbad. Walls there. We can upgrade this to Dahord. The Silver Road. I might also upgrade to the stakes there as well. Actually, on the Silver Road we'll upgrade both of the Pillars of Grungni and Mount Squighorn to have walls. And we'll also upgrade to get stakes at Ekrund as well. And at Zufbar, not much really worth building here. Maybe the Black Orc Forge, and maybe we can get the ability to recruit Black Orcs from Zufbar. That would be quite a nice idea actually. But in the meantime guys, that has unfortunately been my time. So again, we've made some more progress, destroyed another Tillian army, and now we just need to make sure that we finish off the vampire counts, who are coming back very strong, very quickly. We do have this War at our back, but we need to destroy Essen so that their armies start to suffer from attrition. Something that we really need to do sooner than later. Neek is sieging Averheim, so maybe in the next episode we'll be doing that assault. But in the meantime, that's all. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.